Hello, today is Sunday, January the 12th, and we are talking about building predictable, ongoing monthly revenue. And we're going to give you everything that you need to know about why get started, why predictable income, why a membership, and why now. So let me go ahead and get started. Um, First, I want to say thank you for being here because I am super passionate about helping you avoid the problems that many of us have faced, that I would love for you not to have to deal with all the problems that so many of us have had to unwind and unpack in this world, and this new world of memberships that is actually not a new world, but it looks new. Now, why do I do this? Because I want to have freedom. I want to be able to have the freedom to see my mom, to be able to call my own shots, to have job security, but most important, to have what I call all-day freedom. We're going to be talking about digital marketing, Netflix subscription, and the creator economy. And then at the end, if you stay until the end, you're going to get bonuses. You're going to get a bonus as to learning why all of this, but also if you haven't looked at reviewing your 2024 and then planning your 2025 so that you can have a thriving year, we're going to give you that at the end for staying until the end. And then why digital marketing? Because it's the fastest, easiest way to build a global business, and it's the easiest way to make money online, to build consistent income if you know what you're doing. And there's no need to invest a ton of money. It is also ageless. You don't have to be a certain age to make the cut. And it's a way that you can actually make money faster without having to have a big team. Now, why are we building a subscription model? Because it's already been proven. It's already been proven that the Netflix style subscription model, that is digital subscription model, is the best way to have ongoing income. Now, let me give you a full disclaimer and make sure you take a screenshot of this. I'm not telling you that this is guaranteed for you to do anything. I am just sharing what has happened for me and what has happened for other people. And one thing, you might have seen versions of this, but you have never seen anything like this, because it took me all of this time for me to be able to come up with this, because I saw all the people, basically all the dead bodies everywhere, whether it was multi-level marketing network, multi-level marketing, digital marketing, low ticket, high ticket, all these different places. So if you're tired of working hard without seeing the results that you wish to see, then get the framework that works. Get the framework to make predictable, ongoing income so that you can actually have income by just simply referrals. But if you refer, you get paid. If you refer someone, they get a membership, you get paid. And this is the easiest way that I have found for you to make money online. Now, why should you care about what I have to say? Because I have already made thousands of dollars through digital marketing. And I have now consistently been able to create an income. And I also know the game of the Skool community. The game, because I in August of 2024, I was actually the number third person with creating affiliates, meaning that I was helping other people build their own communities on Skool. And out of out of over 100,000 people, I was the number three winner. Now, this is the reason for why you should care about what I have to say. Because there's people out there that always win. They always figure it out. But there's people like me that we have fallen a lot of times. So instead of me just blaming it on you, that you just don't get it, that you just don't have a good mindset, that you're just not working hard enough, that you're not consistent enough, I'm going to share with you that I've had a lot of failures. So I will be able to be more relatable to you. I will be able to help you not have the same failures that I did. Now, I love this because when Hilda Nieves first started with me, she was tired of just getting laid off. And she decided that she was going to lock arms with me and start doing what I said she should do. Now, she didn't do it with all joyfully. Every time that I would make suggestions for her, she'd be like, "Oh, do I have to do that?" But what happened, even though she did it reluctantly, she still took the next indicated step. And what happened with her is that now she makes consistent income and she makes sales nearly every day. Now, I just want to remind you, if you stay until the end, you're going to have access to gifts that you wouldn't have if you leave before it's too soon. Now, the name of this program is called iAccess. And the reason is iAccess because just like on Netflix, you have access to countless movies so that you can waste a whole bunch of time. With iAccess, you're going to have access to digital products and digital trainings and experts that you can access digitally all online. Now, why should you care about this? Because this is already proven. This is already a proven model. Netflix, Prime, Microsoft, and I could give you endless names of companies that are now doing subscription model. We just have not been invited to the party. So why is the current model that we've all been trying is broken? Because high ticket, if you're selling something for $5,000, $2,000, even $1,000 one time, the person that is the creator of the high ticket makes a lot of money because you're bringing the clients, but you get exhausted because you're not building reoccurring revenue. Now, why low ticket is also a problem? Because the same problem, it takes a lot of time for you to build it, but you're building it for someone else versus yourself. And then the one that I love and I was very passionate about until I started trying to make a living out of 100% profits with the master resale rights profits. What happened with that one is that you are constantly chasing after brand new people, and that is not our lasting business. And then why MLM? Well, MLM is actually very incredibly difficult, nearly impossible to actually create lasting income. Now, I've created income, but what I noticed is that all the other people were not able to do all the sacrifices that I was willing to do to make a living and to make an income. So if you want to have it easier, if you want to have a lasting legacy income, then you want to stick around so that you can learn all the things that I have failed so that you don't have to fail. And then why is building your own Skool community, why building your own school, your own membership community, whether it's on Skool, whether it's on whatever other platforms out there, Kajabi, why do it by yourself is still a broken model. And I will discuss that. Now, I've been a math scientist trying to figure this all out, but I found that this is the era where you don't have to figure it out on your own, and you can actually get the actual path as to how to get to the finish line versus you having to do it all on your own. Now, another thing that I loved sharing is Liam Zor. He's a professional engineer. And what he said is that this is magical. I can't sleep thinking about the possibilities because the possibilities for you and for me are endless. Now, is it a game changer that Netflix created this subscription model? It's a game changer for them, but it had not been a game changer for you and for me. So now I'm going to be sharing with you why the digital $14 trillion industry that you had not been invited to the party is now available for everyday people like you and me. One of the things that I love about what we created is that you get 50% referrals. So instead of you working really hard and then sending your clients to somebody else to build a big audience, we're building it together alongside of each other. So that gives you endless residuals for life. Now, the secret is simple, but it's also very hard to do because if you're trying to do all of this one components all by yourself, it becomes literally impossible. Not that you cannot do it, but the majority of people are not willing to sacrifice family, children, life, all of the things that take place in order for you to be able to have all of these items in alignment, because you have to have a problem that you solve, a strategy, social media, automation, emails, offer, value, the right time, the right marketing. But if you can't figure it out on your own, it's going to be really, really tough. Now, anyone can learn how to do digital marketing. Anyone can learn how to make a great living. Anyone can learn how to make money while you're asleep. So getting started is really about the people that come alongside of you and also getting the right frameworks and the support that you need. Now, remember, all of that I'm going to be sharing with you, you can stop at any time. So there's no commitment for you to do anything for life. But if you decide that you want to get paid for life, that is available for you. Now, with that help and without the support that you need, this becomes nearly impossible. The stress of low ticket and high ticket is just becomes really exhausting, and most people, statistics show 95% of people don't make it because it's very tough to make a living with that. Now the frustration, which I used to have with master resurrects, is a beautiful model. It's an amazing model, but what happens is that you're always chasing after a brand new person, so that's not creating lasting business. That's not creating what Warren Buffett said, if you don't learn to make money while you sleep, you're going to work until you're dead. And that's what I was doing. I was in this crazy wheel of trying to figure out how to find brand new people, and really it's not really realistic and it's not lasting. Now, you can also create something which is a membership, right? And you can make a membership community, and you can create it. And everybody says, if you build your own community, they will come. Well, you might build it, but then you're sitting on an empty street. You have this beautiful, fancy store, and you're sitting there waiting, waiting, and nobody's coming. Now, I have helped my clients, I have helped attorneys, I have helped engineers, I have helped experts build their own communities. And while I help them get their first 10 clients, their first 15 clients, growing so that they could actually have monthly recurring revenue, there was still sitting on an empty street, because again, everybody has a life, especially if you have a full-time job, or if you have children, or if you have a spouse, or you want to keep your spouse. Forget about it, because building a membership community is not a one-person job, even though a lot of people are what we are saying. Now, I learned this because I went all in to be able to find all this information and really diving into the subscription model or the membership model for individuals. So what I found was that you were seeing a lot of success. I was seeing a lot of success with free communities. But you want to know what the problem is with the free communities? Is that there's no money. So you have a room full of people that they're all happy, but you're not making any money. You're bringing people to a platform with no money. Now, you can also do it to where you're bringing a handful of people, but you're still not seeing the results that you are doing all this work for. So again, it's crickets, it's empty, right? You might see a little bit of money, but you're not really creating the monthly recurring revenue, predictable money. Now, the Netflix subscription model is what gets people. I'm sorry, that is a mistake. It's 50% referrals for endless residuals, and I will make sure that I update that slide. And this is all by simply helping people get access to digital products that save time, make money, make life easier, and end the struggle of always chasing after new clients, after low ticket, after all these things that you're not going to have for the rest of your life. Plus, this is the beauty of what makes iAccess very unique. You're going to have access to an attorney, you're going to have access to a speaker training, you're going to have access to an accountant, to an AI expert that is coming soon, to salespeople experts, to video experts, and then you're gonna get to shape. You're gonna get to shape and choose how this quote unquote Netflix model is done for all of us to make sense for all of us. Now, as founding members, this may not sound like a big deal for you, but I don't know if you have been around, but there's a lot of times that you go to a community and you literally get ghosted. You literally don't get to hear from the people that you actually bought from. And then sometimes you end up getting kicked out of the communities that you join, that they told you that you were going to have for life. It happened to me. That's how I know. It happened to a lot of my clients. That's how I know. So as founding members, you're going to get access to have one-on-one with me. But as we grow, we will make sure that nobody's left behind. And then you will be able to get access to brand new digital products every single month that are just being created by an engineer that has been in practice for decades just for us. So you're not going to be seeing the same things that you see everywhere else. Now, in a lot of places, you might see all this thousands and thousands of digital products. Well, guess what? They're not master resale rights. They're not created just for you. But here, we're going to have an engineer that has been doing this for decades. Liam Swartz is going to be our expert, and you're going to get to build exactly what you want. Now, you probably want to see a little bit about what I'm talking about. So I'm going to show you the beauty of iAccess. The beauty of iAccess, again, is a new concept. It's something that has not been done. But I feel like I'm the whatchamacallit, I'm the Sarah Blakely. Instead of shapewear, we're shaping how we make money in today's subscription economy. Not to make a platform a ton of money, not to make one person a ton of money, not to make a handful of people a ton of money, but for us creators. Now, if you're an attorney telling people about your services online, you're a creator. If you're an engineer telling people about how to be an engineer online, anything that you do that you're marketing or you're doing online on the internet, that makes you a creator. Now, you may not be getting paid like the rest of us, but this is why this is here. Now, in here, one of the things that you're going to see is that I'm going to roll up my sleeves and help you. Now, I cannot help you if you don't, or you're not willing to do the work. I cannot do the work for you. But like for instance, this CPA, she had her biggest year ever when she decided to lock arms with me. And what I love about this is that you're going to be able to have predictable ongoing revenue like clockwork. Now, you do have to build it, right? I'm not doing it for you, but you do get everything that you need so that you can get access to this trillion-dollar industry. It's simple passive income, easy to start, all done from your phone, with a proven industry, with you having access to build your own book of business so you don't have to worry about it. You also have access to productivity tools that are engineered for us. You have to have immediately a global business. We have a speaker that immediately today, he was speaking to someone in Ireland. So immediately when you open your business with us, you immediately have a global business. And this is fun because you're building a legacy, not by yourself, but for yourself. And inside the community, you have here what we have here. You have access to get 24-hour help because we are a global community. At any given time, there's someone here that can help you do whatever it is that you're looking for. And inside of the community, you also get access to all the things that we have. Now, you get access to having 50% commissions for life and building monthly recurring revenue for predictable income. That's what it is. And here you get access to the products that Liam is creating for us. They're beautiful, beautiful products. Now, you only get access if you come and you join our program. You're not going to be able to get access to any of this if you don't do anything. Now, what did I do? Oh, oh, okay, got it. So I can show you all the things that Liam is creating for you, but I rather show you everything that is coming your way. Mindset and motivation. Look, sometimes we just need a little bit of motivation. Sometimes we're just so exhausted. We're working all the time. I have one client that he literally sleeps about 2 to 3 hours a day because he's trying to do so much, and he makes a very high income, but he just doesn't have enough hours to be able to do the things that he wants to do. You're going to learn things. You're going to learn all things Canva. You're going to learn all things affiliate marketing. You're going to get content, ideas, hooks, and CTAs for your social media. You're going to be able to have access to a business directory so that if you are selling anything, if you are offering anything, if you're a therapist, if you're an attorney, whatever it is that you're offering, you are going to be listed under the business directory. You're also going to have access for our shy people. Like if you don't want to show your face, that's okay. We've got you. We're also going to have access, not immediately, but coming soon. We're going to have access to all things money, all things taxes, all things bookkeeping. You're also very soon you're going to have access to a personal finance and investment. The gentleman that was supposed to be coming in had, I don't know about you, but a lot of people had a very challenging with a lot of deaths in 2024. So I'm waiting for this very particular individual that he loves helping people with personal finances and investments. So that's one of the things that we're going to be working on. You're also going to get step by step exactly what you need to do in order to grow your business. You're also going to get templates by Amanda White that she just loves creating very unique artsy things. And then you're going to get access to how to use your voice to elevate what you're trying to do. Whether you're trying to make money online, whether you're trying to talk to your kids, whether you're trying to convince your spouse to do something, you will learn everything that you need to learn. You're also going to get access on how to have a great body and great health on a very tight budget, dirt cheap, because Cooper is one of our nutritionists that is an expert, and he's done it for years. If you were to look at his social media, he looks like it's a permanent photo, but it's actually decades that he's done the exact same thing, and he's done it on a shoestring. And then obviously you're gonna get lots and lots of free audiobooks, because we should all want to learn more. We will be dropped. Okay, perfect. So the other thing is that if we don't have everything that you need, that's the beauty of being a founding member. You get to share and say, hey, I would like to have this. Hey, I would like to have that. Now, we're not always going to be able to cater to all of your wants and needs, but you will be able to have a voice inside of the community. And some of the examples that you're going to be getting is some of the things that you're going to be getting in our digital products is templates, journals, planners, workbooks, social media aids, worksheets, website templates, ebooks, lead magnets, forms, checklists. And again, like I said, you're going to get our own creations that are just specifically to our program by Liam Source, who has been an engineer for decades. Now, you also get instant access to all of these digital products once you join. And you get to enjoy weekly trainings from experts in the community. And you also get to have the limited editions to the trainings that we're going to have that you can't get anywhere else. One of the trainers that we have is our business and intellectual property attorney, Andy Nelson, that he comes in every single week to answer your questions so that you don't end up in the things that you might do where if you were not able to just ask simple questions to an attorney. Now, what I love about this is that everybody gets to win. And Professor Rhonda Gray, what she said is like, this is genius to having all of the resources in just one spot. Now, the game has not really changed, but we were just not invited to the party. And you'll see what I mean. Because in the past, there's always been forces coming together. Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger, they helped themselves become billionaires because they united forces, right? What I'm showing you today so that you start thinking about what we're doing is that we're simply uniting forces. Instead of each one of us building our own community by ourselves on an empty street and waiting with crickets, right, for everybody to come, we're doing it together. We're collaborating just like the real billionaires and multimillionaires have done in the past. We were just not invited to the party. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, the same thing. They partner because they wanted to go and really go and help the entire world. Same thing, Larry Page and Sergey Brin. They didn't know, no one has done it by themselves. Not even Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ had 12 disciples, right? Everyone in this world has done it with the help of other people. You just have not had the help that you needed. So the other thing is that I don't know if you have been living under a rock, you probably have not heard of Alex Hormozi. But Alex Hormozi, in last year, he came and he says, this is the easiest way to make money online, until we had 11 months of trial and error. And we realized that it was an environment had been created that it was a little bit toxic because of how everybody was trying to do all these crazy things. So what I realized is that it's not actually easy when you have to do it by yourself. It's not actually easy when you don't have someone coming alongside of you and other experts. Look, I'm not an expert on everything, and I don't have zillions of dollars to make it look like I'm an expert. but we can call on all the experts so that everybody wins, so that the accountant wins, so that the expert on insurance wins, so that the expert on private lending wins, so that we all come together and we win together. Now, like I said, I've been a mad scientist until now, but what I realized is that, again, this is not a new concept. Dumb money, if you haven't seen this movie, you've got to go see it, because it was the same concept that I'm just presenting to you. It's just, instead of investing on something that is volatile, that it goes up and down, that everybody's waiting to win the whatchamacallit, the lottery. This is not a lottery ticket. This is the long game that Warren Buffett talked about. If you don't learn to make money in your sleep, you're going to work until you're dead. So I don't want you to do that. I've been working really hard so that you don't have to do that. So Keith Gill simply said, hey, I'm doing all this homework. I'm going to put my life on hold, including all of my savings, so that I can tell you how to win. So again, this is not a new concept, but when everyday people come together, we can do what GameStop did with Keith, right? They went after the hottest, biggest companies. And Keith was just an everyday guy, but they created a movement. And that's what I want to do with us. I want to create a movement that helps all of us, not just me, not just Liam, not just Andy, not just not just the CPA, but all of us become wealthy. Because when everybody gets the help that we deserve, then we can create predictable, ongoing revenue that comes in monthly. And then as you build it, you actually start getting paid what it looks like almost every single week once you build it, right? But now, what does referrals means? That if somebody enrolls because you gave somebody a link, you get income, and you build income, and you build income, and you make 50% commission on every referral that enrolls into the program. Now, this is what I call the Netflix game. Because if you just treat this like a game, you'll never have to work as hard as you've been working on doing all the things, including having a full-time job and being told when to show up, when to leave, how often, how long you can be sick, because otherwise you might be out of sick days and now you have to go back to work. Or you might have had a loss in your family. Someone passed away and you can't take time off. There's all these different things. So if you want to build predictable, ongoing revenue, do it with others. Do it with us, because everything else, I'm telling you, sooner or later, you're going to find out that it's very exhausting, and you're going to be sitting there on an empty street, or might be sitting there in a packed house with nobody paying you a dime. So how do we do this? We do it just like Sarah Blakely did. Sarah Blakely is a shapewear billionaire, self-made billionaire. So she sold a company, which is called Spanx, and then she turned around and she created these tennis shoes that are fascinating, but she's leveraging her social media to build awareness about her new sneaks program. Now, Alex Hermosi. If you have not heard about Alex Hermosi, you've been living under a rock. And I'm gonna say this out loud so that it's recorded. I know the next book that he's bringing. Not because he told me, but because I figured it out, because I'm really smart. I'm predicting that the next book that Alex Hermosi is going to release is $100 million sales. Because if you don't know how to sell, you can't do anything else. And one thing he said, he's been a genius expert is on selling, but if you don't know how to get leads, you can't sell. If you don't know how to make an offer, you can't sell. So we'll see the predictability, because this year is when he's going to be releasing his next book. But Alex realized that even though he was really successful, and remember, Alex Hermosi is willing to give up his entire life because that's what he loves to do. He loves to just work. But the majority of people, they want to have a life outside of just work. Not everybody's an Alex Hermosi or a Steve Jobs or a lot of the people that you see as the gurus. So I've created this for everyday people that actually want to have a life outside of work, because not everybody's as crazy as we are. So what Alex Hermosi found was that he is the author of $100 million offers and $100 million leads, books that have been sold. And I will also give you a secret as to what he did to never pay for advertising for his books. But he sells those books every single week. I mean, every single day. and has made millions of dollars with his books without ever advertising. But he's done a secret that I'm gonna release to you if you remind me at the end. Or I'll you know what? I'll actually make myself a post so that I tell you about the secret. I'm gonna make myself a post so that I tell you about the secret that nobody tells you as to how Alex Hermosi does it without telling anybody how he's promoting his book without ever paying a dime. Okay, so what he discovered is that 78% of his sales were coming from people that have consumed 2 pieces of content. Voila. And what he realized is that people were actually consuming content before saying yes to one of his sales. So what he realized is that he needed to amp up his social media content, and now he's become one of the gurus on social media because that people it's called human capital. That's why all the people are fighting right now, because everybody wants to have a piece of TikTok, because TikTok created such a big human capital because humans want to be around other humans. So why should you care about whether you should do social media or not? Now, you don't have to do this with social media. There's other ways that you can do it, and I will show you that inside of iAccess. But social media, 72% of humans, of adults, are on social media. So why wouldn't you want to be there? Now, there's also the 7-hour consumption that somebody is going to go and consume. If somebody was looking as to how to make money online, they're going to go and consume about 7 hours of all the content that is out there. May not be yours, but if you're not there, they're going to go to the person that they feel like they know, like, and trust. So when you're building social media, you're building authority. You're building know, like, and trust factor. Now, you need to know these myths. You don't have to have a huge following. Actually, people that have a huge following don't have a huge paycheck. You don't have to have a lot of influence, because people that are influencers are so focused on the influencing that they forget to make money. You don't have to make videos if you don't want to. I recommend it, but you don't actually have to make videos. And you can do it with pockets of time in your life, not giving up your life for this. You can do it with as little as 30 minutes a day for your marketing. You can do it easily, and you can get more clients, and you can increase your revenue if you build something alongside of other people, just like Jeff Bezos did, just like Warren Buffett did, just like all of us have done. None of us have done anything. Let me tell you a secret. There is no human in this world that has ever been produced by itself. No human. And it's been proven that humans can do things by ourselves. That's what we have to be around other people. We literally die when we're not around other humans. So we're just bringing you access to humans, to experts, to everything that you need in order for you to have the success that you seek. And social media marketing just does all the talking for you while you're sleeping. So you don't have to worry about it. And guess what? You're not even there. There's videos that people have said, "Oh my gosh, I saw you when you turned blonde." My mom, who knows me, she says, "Did you color your hair?" No, mom, that was just that was a video from a while back, right? And this was my mom. I talk to her every day. I tell her that I'm thinking about, because I'm getting a lot of gray. And so, anyways, social media does all the talking for you when you're not even there, and it builds the know, like, and trust factor. But it also, when you build a community with us, you get to build. I'm going to show you. I'd rather show you than tell you, right? Because, for instance, right here, Cooper Schmidt, right? He's building authority because he's helping other people create the body that he's done for years. You're going to see how George he's called a doc because he has so much inspiration to give. You're going to see Liam Swartz, who is an expert on building very unique productivity things. Now, if you come as an expert, you're going to see yourself here as an expert. And the more that you post inside of our community, the more that you're going to be seen as an authority in the field that you are communicating. Now, as I share with you, Hilda Nieves, she's one of my most special clients, because every single time I propose something to her, she'll be like, oh. And even though she was grunting, literally grunting and groaning, she still had success. Success that she had not had with anyone else before. And I'm going to also give you a warning. A lot of people complain about my buddy an expert, Linda. They're like, oh my gosh, I can totally tell she's reading. Oh my gosh. Well, she's a CPA. She's not here to entertain you. She's here to show you numbers. So if I can help someone that is just not an entertainer, that is not, that literally has to read, I can show you how to do everything else without you having to be an expert. And I'm just saying that because a lot of people complain that she's reading. And I'm like, yes, exactly. She's a CPA. She's not supposed to be an actor. She's not supposed to entertain you. She's just supposed to share the story as to how she had her best year ever. So again, you can do all of this without even being present. And that's the power of social media marketing and digital marketing. Because whether you're doing it on TikTok, whether you're doing it on Facebook, whether you're doing it on email, whether you're doing it on WhatsApp, it doesn't matter. As long as you are there, you are present, you are going to stop feeling like you're stuck, like you're not getting the help, that you're not getting the support. And if you're feeling like you're lacking ideas, guess what? We're going to give them to you. We're going to give you all the ideas so that if you need help to post content, I literally have a training that I sit down with you and I show you step by step exactly what you need to do in order to create 30 pieces of content. So this is not a problem that you're going to have to face on your own, because you're going to have someone come alongside of you to show you step by step everything that you need to do. Now, you're going to get all of this for free. And yes, I did say for free. So just stick around until the end and I will show you exactly what you need to do in order to create 30 days of content. Now imagine this. Imagine in every single time you added a new member, you started building passive residual income. And you started building predictable ongoing revenue for life. Now, full disclaimer, it's not going to happen overnight. But if you're looking, all of us have looked for the get rich quick. All of us have gone for the seduction of, come over here and I'm going to show you how to make $10,000 in 30 days. Come over here and I'm going to show you how to make $30,000 in 90 days. We all bought that marketing, but it doesn't happen for the majority of people unless you already have a following or you're someone unique. But the majority of us everyday people, we don't get that. So I want to show you the way that Warren Buffett said, you just got to build it one drop at a time, one client at a time. And the more clients that you make, that you invite, the more consistency that you go. And watch this. Now I show you that, and I should have not skipped through my slides, but this is what you just saw was the power of consistency, the power the power that when see, you don't have to be an expert on this. You don't have to be a pro. What I'm trying to show you, and I'm going to be quiet in the next 7 seconds. When you do it one drop at a time and you just wait and you wait and you wait, eventually you start having what Warren Buffett said. If you just build it one brick at a time, you're going to end up having the dreams and the goals that you've always been dreaming about. But without you doing it by yourself and by you trying to get rich quick, please, we've all tried it. It doesn't work. So here's the power of consistency. When you just do one drop and one drop. Now I'm gonna stop talking now so that you can see the video. Could you hear give me a thumbs up if you were able to hear the sound? You could not hear the sound? Okay, you could hear the sound. Okay, perfect. Okay, what are the benefits of pairing up with me, Maria Lupita, and pairing up with iAccess is that when you try to do this by yourself, 92% of people struggle to maintain new habits because of lack of support, not knowing the new ways of doing something consistently, and not getting someone that comes alongside of them. Now, this is not something that I'm just pulling it up out of nowhere. This is not something that I came up with. This was an actual study that was done that having an accountability accountability partner makes you 65% more successful. But when you do it on a daily, regular basis, your chances of having more success increase to 95%. So why wouldn't you want to do this? This was based on the research done by the American Society of Training and Development. Again, this is not just me telling you stuff. And the power of social media marketing and building together with alongside of other people is building the long game of making money in your sleep. So getting accountability, getting daily support, getting current, getting relevant, getting the exact ways that work today. Look, I spent 2024 really learning everything that was working with people building consistent and non-consistent and empty rooms on a platform so that we could all figure out, so that you don't have to pay the price of having to learn what a lot of us had to learn in 2024. Now, the beauty of this is that you're going to get to build consistent habits to actually increase your income. And as I promise you, why memberships? Why should you build your income with memberships? It's because people have done it already. Netflix has done it. Amazon has done it. So if you were to invite 100 members, if you were to have 100 members, you would actually have $5,000 in predictable monthly revenue. Now, imagine if that keeps growing, that could grow to $10,000 a month in predictable monthly revenue. $20,000 a month in predictable ongoing revenue. Now, I'm not telling you that this is going to happen for you. I'm telling you what is possible when you build a community. You also get to nurture your clients. You also get to nurture your contacts. You get to stay connected. You get to get rid of the noise of social media, but you also get to be the authority inside of a community, because you're not going to be just sitting there by yourself. So as I told you today, I'm going to give you a gift. So if you decide that you want to join, but you want to have more information, or you want to have more more details about this, if you book a call with me, it's totally free, not partially free, but totally free. I'm going to sit down with you and I'm going to show you step by step how to do 30 pieces of content exactly for you. So whether you are a digital marketer selling Etsy products, whether you are a teacher selling AI, whatever it is that you want to sell, whether you're an attorney helping people with criminal records, whatever it is, I will sit down with you and I will show you step by step how to have 30 days of content by simply meeting with me and listening more about or me answering your questions about why this would benefit you and your family and your future and your legacy. Now, iAccess gives you daily support, accountability. It also gives you the access to network with other individuals that also want to see you win. You also get to have 30 days of content. You get to have access to weekly social media audits. You get to have access to one-on-one support for the founding members only. You get to have access to customized 30 days of contents with GIFs and pics. You also get to have a lead magnet. So when you're referring somebody, you're also building your email list. Now get back to the person that invited you to this webinar, and they will guide you as to what the next steps are. But whatever you do, don't keep trying to do all the things that I told you. Those are a lot of struggle. If you don't want to do it with us, find a way to build a community along other people, so you're not sitting with this fancy membership that you created by yourself. Instead, build it alongside of other people so that you can also win, just like Netflix, just like Prime. Everybody starts with just one member. So with that, I am Maria Lupita. Thank you so much for allowing me to share this with you. If you were invited directly by me, then you can contact me at my cell phone number, or you can email me here, or you can simply access all of this the way that I told you that you could. And if you don't know how to access that, simply reach out directly to me, and you know all the social medias. I am everywhere. I'm omnipresent, so you can always reach out to me. But if I didn't directly invite you, be sure to get back to the person that invited you, because you would want that to happen for you when you start inviting people. So with that, have an amazing day. And remember, the world is waiting for you to come and help them and tell them about the secret. Don't keep us a secret. Tell everybody, and you will make 50% commission every single time to make predictable, ongoing residual income for life. Thank you.